this is a particularly hard topic to discuss, but seeing as I am a analytical mind who makes videos about this sort of thing on the internet, I felt that it was appropriate for me to talk about the current state of THAC, what's going on, especially since Tim and Joseph have left. It's a sad time, but I do believe it's also one where we should possibly be concerned about the things that are going on. Tim and Joseph both brought a huge amount of charm and creativity and unique senses of humor to THAC, and so did Troy. I mean, he was a huge part too, being the founder. But those two in particular, they were huge characters, and all the things they did as far as the comedy channel, the writing, the directing, the story of Marble Hornets, and subsequently 44, which we will never know exactly how that was to turn out. They were huge parts of this all. Their contributions were so great, and it leaves you in a state of confusion as to what's going on with 44. You get the sense that something isn't quite right, and even though they do have Noah now, and he's doing a great job as far as his artistic creativity and portraying the birdwatcher, you do have to be concerned because Joseph and Tim were huge parts of the heart of THAC, and as I said, this leaves Clear Lake's 44 in an awkward place. It's in progress, but you've lost half the creative team, so what they were bringing is now gone, and Tim was clearly supposed to be a part of the series, and who knows what's going to become of that now. They're either going to have to scrap the idea, rework it to where he doesn't have to appear on camera, or dare I say recast, and I think that's a horrible idea, but it's something they might be considering. So you have them leave, and then it takes over a month for the next video to appear on the Clear Lakes channel, and it's one that I was particularly excited about, having brought To the Ark back into the fold, potentially, not confirmed yet, but still, you get the sense that even though this is big, it might be a touch of unoriginality. And originality is something that Clear Lakes 44 was supposed to embody, and what Tim and Joseph might have brought to that is now gone. And 44 was already suffering from a glacial speed as far as the movement of the plot. That was a huge concern of everybody, pretty much, and now we are in this position. This series might be in great trouble. The current broadcasts, what they brought is this unique style of storytelling with the confusing cameras and the multiple perspectives of the characters, but it's all being done so strangely, and I hate to speculate, but I think that it's possible that there may have been some creative control arguments, maybe not even creative control, but like just everybody pouring their ideas in at once, and things weren't just meshing out, and we got this slow narrative as a result. And that is troubling. That I don't think that's the whole reason, because Joseph did indicate that their parting was not on good terms, so it's really disheartening to think about all this. But as you can see, 44 is possibly in some trouble. But let's go away from that sort of analytical side as the storytelling and things like that. But I just want to speak on the human aspect of this as to my personal feelings. It's really sad to see the brothers pulled apart. As with any sort of breakup, it just doesn't feel right. Something's missing, and you want this thing to never have happened in the first place, but now that it has happened, I personally don't want to see any sort of reunion anytime soon, because for the simple reason is it will probably bring back those hard feelings, and if they were already having trouble making things work as it is, it's probably not a good idea for them to work together at this time. So having said all of that, do I think that the series Clear Lakes 44 and THAC, the comedy and all the stuff that it brings, could it still be a hit? Could it still be a huge success? Yes, it could. But Troy, Noah, and whoever else joins THAC in the future have a huge challenge ahead of them. They have to bring up the quality of what they're doing so much. And I know that the To the Arc thing is a big risk. You risk something that was supposed to be a very original series, and it feels like it may be falling back into the things that they know best. They have to take that and put an original spin on it. They have to do something big. They have to take this unique style, this confusing story that they're telling. They have to start bringing up that plot. Things have to start happening now. And if they don't, the audience is going to go. Now, as for me, I am a super fan. If you couldn't already tell, I'm making YouTube videos, and I'm commentating on the state of THAC, which is something I never could foresee for myself when I started watching Marble Hornets back in 2012. But I will stick around for as long as I feel necessary. I'm still being entertained by the series, so I feel that I still have something to contribute, and as long as I'm enjoying it, I will be around. But if it does start to dip in quality, that may be where things come to an end, and it's a very sad thing. It's upsetting. I hate to think about it, but it's out of my control, so that's basically my feelings on the whole issue. If you have anything to say about that, please let me know in the comments. I'm sorry that I had to bring a video to you like this, but I felt that it was something that just needed to be addressed, because if I ever stop uploading the analysis series for Clear Lakes 44, you'll know why. And that's about it. So, like I said, sound off, let me know. Of course, I don't have all the answers. Nobody does. So we will stay in this crazy ride together. Thank you all for joining me.